Ẹ kú dédé àsìkò yìí. Hello everyone, welcome to ispeakyoruba2.com. This is your one-stop place for everything Yoruba language. Thank you for learning Yoruba language with I Speak Yoruba Too. Ẹ káàbọ̀ ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi. Welcome everyone. My name is Eniola and you're listening to I Speak Yoruba Too. In the previous lesson, you learned how to use the word na, which means to, also, or as well, with nouns and pronouns, which is very easy, right? Let's refresh our memory a little bit with some examples. So we have the word awa. Awa. Awa is a pronoun that means we. Àwa náà. Àwa náà. We also. Ìgò. Ìgò. Ìgò means bottle. Ìgò náà. Ìgò náà. Bottle as well. Ọ̀la. Ọ̀la means tomorrow. Ọ̀la náà. Ọ̀la náà means tomorrow too. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ fún mi ní owó. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ fún mi ní owó. Please give me money. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ fún mi ní owó náà. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ fún mi ní owó náà. Please give me money too. I know you've given me some other things, but give me money too. Okay, I hope that by now you remember well the use of na with nouns and pronouns. If you do, that's fantastic because the next bit we want to cover is a little bit complicated, and that is using na with verbs. When to, also, and as well modifies a verb in Yoruba, there is another word that is introduced, and the word is tún. Tún. Tún and na are used in three different ways to perform different functions in a sentence. So first part is tún and na are sometimes used together in a sentence. That's the first part. The second part is that when tún alone is used to modify a verb, it cannot be replaced with na. And the third part is tún and na can be used together with a verb in a sentence and they perform the same function. I know that is a lot to take in, but don't fret. It will become all clear as we look at examples. Okay, so let's look at the first aspect. When tún and na are used together in a sentence, but they are performing different functions. This is often used when you're making emphasis. So means to tell. Mo máa sọ fún wọn. Mo máa sọ fún wọn. Mo máa sọ fún wọn. I will tell them. Èmi náà á tún sọ fún wọn. Èmi náà á tún sọ fún wọn. Èmi náà á tún sọ fún wọn. Did you see how náà and tún are used in this sentence? Èmi náà. I also. Na in this sentence is making emphasis on the pronoun èmi. Tún, sọ, tell as well. Tún here is making emphasis on the verb. So, èmi náà á tún sọ fún wọn. Perhaps everyone have tried to tell them, but they didn't listen. So, I also emphasizes the subject. Will tell them as well. Emphasize on the verb. And maybe now they will listen. Èmi náà á tún sọ fún wọn means I also will tell them as well. I also will tell them as well. Èmi náà á tún sọ fún wọn. Now, this sentence in English will probably be incorrect because you cannot use also and as well together in a sentence. But it is perfectly okay in Yoruba sentence because you are emphasizing the action, which is the verb, as well as the subject. Èmi náà á tún sọ fún wọn. Now, the correct English meaning will be, I will tell them as well. When making an emphasis in English, you would often use as well at the end of the sentence. So, for example, do this, do that, and do this as well. This sentence in Yoruba will be, ṣe eléyìí, ṣe ìyẹn, kó o dẹ̀ tún ṣe eléyìí náà. Can you see? I hope you understand the explanation. Ṣe eléyìí, ṣe ìyẹn, kó o dẹ̀ tún ṣe eléyìí náà. Tún and ṣe used together in the sentence. Kó o dẹ̀ tún ṣe eléyìí náà. When na modifies a noun or a pronoun, it usually comes after the word. For example, ilé náà, ilé náà, house also, or house too. Ilé comes first, and then na came next to it. But when tún modifies the verb, it comes before the verb. It precedes the action in the sentence. Example, tún sùn. Tún sùn. Sùn is the verb that means to sleep. So, tún precedes the verb sùn. Tún sùn, which means sleep as well or sleep too. Ra. Ra. Ra means to buy. Ra is a verb that tends to change pronunciation depending on how it's used in a sentence. I explained this already in previous lessons, so I won't be going deep into it. Okay? Mo ra eléyìí. Mo ra eléyìí. Mo ra eléyìí. I bought this. Mo tún ra eléyìí náà. Mo tún ra eléyìí náà. I bought this too. Kọ́. Kọ́. Kọ́ means to teach or to learn. Kọ́ is a tricky verb with quite a few meanings, but for the sake of this example, we will choose to learn. Kọ́ means to learn. Mo kọ́ èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì. Mo kọ́ èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì. I learned English language. Mo tún kọ́ èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì náà. Mo tún kọ́ èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì náà. I learned the English language as well. In addition to learning something else, I learned English language. Mo tún kọ́ èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì náà. The next aspect we will look at is the second part, which is tún cannot be replaced or used interchangeably with na. This is often used when making an in addition to verb sentences. In this type of sentence, only the word tún can be used. Here are some examples. Sọ. Sọ means to tell or to say. Ó sọ pé ká dúró. Ó sọ pé ká dúró. Ó sọ pé ká dúró. He said that we should stay. Ó sọ pé ká dúró náà. Ó sọ pé ká dúró náà. Ó sọ pé ká dúró náà. He said we should stay as well. Ó tún sọ pé ká dúró. Ó tún sọ pé ká dúró. Ó tún sọ pé ká dúró. He said also that we should stay. The emphasis here is tún sọ, said also. So perhaps this person have said so many things before, but in addition to whatever he or she has said, he also said that you should stay. In this sentence, you cannot replace tún with náà. You cannot say, ó náà sọ pé ká dúró. That will be absolutely wrong. It will make no sense. So, náà cannot replace tún in the sentence. It has to be tún. Ó tún sọ pé ká dúró. He said also that we should stay. Let's look at another sentence. Bẹ̀. Bẹ̀. Bẹ̀ means to beg or to plead. Bẹ̀ is the short form of bẹ̀bẹ̀. Bẹ̀bẹ̀ as well means to beg or to plead, but the most common form that is used is the short form, which is bẹ̀. Mo bẹ̀ bàbá wọn. Mo bẹ̀ bàbá wọn. Mo bẹ̀ bàbá wọn. I begged their father. Mo bẹ̀ bàbá wọn náà. Mo bẹ̀ bàbá wọn náà. Mo bẹ̀ bàbá wọn náà. I begged their father as well. Mo tún bẹ̀ bàbá wọn. Mo tún bẹ̀ bàbá wọn. Mo tún bẹ̀ bàbá wọn. I also begged their father. Now let's look at the third aspect, which is when tún and náà are both used together with the verb in a sentence to perform the same function. This is often used when in disbelief in trying to emphasize what has happened, and it is also usually used with pronouns. I'm gonna tell you a little story so that you understand much better how this works, okay? So imagine there are three people. We would name the three people A, B, and C. Okay? A and B are friends. Likewise, A and C are friends. Now, B needed a help that only C can offer. So, A introduced B to C because A is friends with both B and C. Now, C gave B all the help needed and more. But then, B went back to A to complain about not being helped well. A went to C to discuss the issue with C. C is in total disbelief. Like, what? Not only did I give the help needed, but B even did this and that to satisfaction. Did you understand the concept of the story? The reaction of C is where tún and náà works together. So C here is giving the reaction like, what? I helped. Not only did I help, but he also do this and this and this and that. Okay? Now let's see some examples. Jẹun. Jẹun means to eat. Ó tún jẹun náà. Ó tún jẹun náà. Ó tún jẹun náà. Can you hear the placement of tún and náà? Tún comes before the verb and náà comes after the verb. Ó tún jẹun náà, which means he or she ate as well. Ó means he, it, or she. So for this example, let's choose she. Okay? So, ó tún jẹun náà. She ate as well. This is the translation, but the meaning is more like she even ate as well. Can you see the emphasis? Not only did she do something else, but she even ate as well. Do you understand that? So this is when tún and náà performs the same function, making a very strong emphasis. Let's look at another example. Kọrin, kọrin, Kọrin means to sing. Mo kọrin. Mo kọrin. I sang. Mo tún kọrin náà. Mo tún kọrin náà. Mo tún kọrin náà. I sang too. I even sang as well. Jó. Jó means to dance. Jó has other meanings, but for this sample sentence, we're only using to dance. Mo jó. Mo jó. I danced. Mo tún jó náà. Mo tún jó náà. I even danced too. Mo tún jó náà. I even danced too. Let's use these two verbs together. To sing and to dance. Kọrin and jó. Mo kọrin, mo tún jó náà. Mo kọrin, mo tún jó náà. Mo kọrin, mo tún jó náà. I sang and even danced as well. Okay, lovely people. Tún and náà. You have learned how to use it with noun pronouns and noun with verb. I did say it's a different ball game entirely when using it with verb. But I hope that you wouldn't find it difficult to use in your sentences. Try as much as possible to practice using them. Speak to your Yoruba friends and make use of them. Alright? Thank you all so much for listening to this lesson. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ gan. Mo lérò pé ẹ gbádùn ẹ̀kọ́ yìí. I hope you really enjoyed this lesson. And that's it from Eniola today. See you all again soon. Ó dàbọ̀.